I'm Dr. Ben J. New with the Economics Department here at Fisher, and I'd like to talk to you today about hoarding toilet paper, specifically what caused this panic. The answer is uncertainty and the related concept of herd behavior. Now, we can think about hoarding the same way we think about being careful, packing extra underwear before we go on a trip, or plugging in our phone at night, even though it's already at 90%. Because of uncertainty, we never know for sure how much is exactly enough, so we always plan on a little extra wiggle room. Hoarding is simply this taken to the extreme. Now, why toilet paper? In the beginning of this COVID-19 saga, stocking up on hand sanitizer, on disinfectant wipes, all that makes sense. But by all accounts, toilet paper was nowhere near this. There was no indication that we were going to have a supply shortage. There was no indication that people were even considering this when they were planning their original quarantine. Despite this, and despite the fact that we didn't notice any shortage, we had some people in the beginning start going out and buying larger quantities of toilet paper. These were the original hoarders. Now, they likely did this because they heard about it from a coworker, or they saw a tweet, or they heard something on the news. The problem is it doesn't take much. It doesn't take a large segment of the population to start a panic. Now, think about what would happen. You find out that your friend, your coworker, your neighbor, your family members are all buying more toilet paper. Given this, you update your beliefs. They must know something that you don't know. They must have more information. So you start going out to buy more yourself. This is the concept of herd behavior. Given uncertainty, what do people do? They look to see what others around them are doing, and they use that to update, to glean more information. The best example of this is for a tourist in a new city. They walk down the street and they see two restaurants. One restaurant is packed, line out the door. The other one is extremely empty. Now, if you see this, you immediately update and you have to surmise that the one that's packed must be a better restaurant. So you get in line and you follow the other people. The tourists behind you see the same thing and they get in line behind you. So what we see is that this effect snowballs through society. Now, how do we stop this? Accurate information is a great way to stop it. In the news, we've had experts coming out and telling people, stop hoarding. There is no supply shortage. Please don't do this. It's not nice. It's bad for everyone. We've also had individuals going around trying to get their neighbors, to get their family members to stop hoarding. The problem is when you reach a critical mass of hoarders, even these people who are well-informed and don't want to hoard are forced to hoard themselves. Given the uncertainty, they have no idea if they can get toilet paper next time they go to the store. So they might as well stock up now. They have to stock up. So hoarding begets hoarding, which begets more hoarding, all because of uncertainty. So what are actual solutions for this? One, we could choose not to do anything. Hoarding will naturally and inevitably slow down and stop. For the simple reason that there's no way anyone can have that much toilet paper in their house or in their apartment. They just run out of physical space. Or at some point, they realize that a 4-month supply is probably enough to get through quarantine, even if they have a ton of beans in the basement. But this is probably going to take too long, and no one likes this. There are two other solutions. One is something that companies like Wegmans have already been started doing. They've been limiting quantities that you can buy at one time. This artificially slows down the buying process. It's the toilet paper version of flattening the curve. This is great. It generates less uncertainty, generates less worry, which means we have less panic buying. The other method is very unpopular: price gouging. If we let the price of toilet paper rise, shoot up with this extra demand, to say $30 a pack, it makes it very difficult and very unattractive for hoarders to buy large quantities. They either can't because of monetary reasons, or it just doesn't make sense in this case. But people don't really like it when stores jack up prices in the face of a shortage, or in the face of a pandemic. What do you do? So that has been my basic explanation of the economics of hoarding. Hopefully it's given you something to take your mind off of everything else been going on. And I also hope that you're doing well with your own toilet paper shortage, your own toilet paper supplies. Now, the good news is it seems like locally, at least, this toilet paper panic has been dying down. It's been a lot easier to get toilet paper in the past couple of days as opposed to in the previous weeks. But if you ever find yourself low and you still can't find any toilet paper, you can always get yourself a bidet and flush your toilet paper troubles away. Thanks for listening.